Hi, this is our practice for Thursday. What we want to do is start with a warm-up, and so you're going to get some movement and stretches. We'll try to get Liam to maybe do that, but we can't do it with everybody. But you might have to do it on your own field. So a little bit of running and then a little bit of stretching. Then what we want to do is set up this orientation. The stars are cones, and then you have your numbers, which are the players. And then the yellow is the ball. And so ball in hand for number 5 and number 1. And what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and serve the ball there. So when they serve it, ball in hand. Let me do it with my number 1 here because the other one froze. But you're just going to serve it there and then foot back. This person's going to go. You can either have them run around or just touch it and then come back. But in the meantime, since there's 2 people here, this one would go foot back and then go back and foot back. And if they get the timing right, nobody's going to be at the cone waiting at any time. Okay? And so you're going to do that for the foot, and then you're going to rotate. So we have the foot there, rotate, and then you're going to do the thigh foot, rotate, chest foot, rotate, and then header foot, rotate. Probably maximum 1 minute. I would say probably about 30 to 45 seconds is probably enough. And then rotate through. So that should get them their blood pumping and all warmed up. Now for the next one. So we want to set up here about 15 yards apart. So this is about 15 yards. And all we're going to do then is we want to just strike the ball back and forth. Nice and easy. Now with this we want knee over the ball. So we're going to try to do knee over the ball, head down, toes locked down on the bottom of the boot, follow through to target, and just a nice easy swing back and forth. So obviously they're not cranking it at each other, and also you probably want to have one side being backed up a little bit, and they should be keeping the ball low. They're not cranking the ball yet. Then the 3 variations with that is ball on the floor, and then all of a sudden you want to also have them ball drop from the hands. They really have to concentrate on keeping the knee over the ball in order to strike that volley. Toes locked down in the bottom of the foot. So important there to expose the killer bone. I didn't put that in here, but the killer bone is kind of your laces. You can have the kids feel that killer bone. If they strike that one properly, that's where they get their power. Doesn't have to be a hard swing. Nice, easy swing. And then also you want to have them drop from their hands and do a half volley back and forth to each other. I don't know about the timing here. This is probably 2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes for each one of those. Gauge it if they're getting bored. Okay, now for this one, this is I believe our second activity. What you want to do is take number 1, and number 1's going to juggle. So starting in this first region, they're going to juggle from the ground, keep it up in the air in this first box here. Oh, I don't want that to move. It keeps on moving. And then what they're going to do is juggle until they can get into the second box. And with that second box, they're going to strike the ball. My number 1 isn't moving quite well. But they're going to strike the ball on a volley towards goal. And this number 1's going to keep track of his points. We probably don't have enough soccer balls all the way around. Probably 2 for each one of these groups, so they got to go run and get the ball right away. Or 3 and 4 are sitting here waiting to run and get the ball and then come back here and be the next one in line. So what I would say is that if they get it on goal, that's 1 point. If they get a goal from it, then it's 2 points. And then rotate out this goalie, unless if you have a designated goalie that you can use. And then keep track of their points. So maybe you'd go for 3 minutes, or maybe 4 minutes, or you play to 5 points, something like that. Then you go and play another game, or you can rotate this goalie around, or even this goalie can be, one of these people get the ball out, and then these other people are sitting there waiting, or number 1's going to be the next one to go. Okay? So it's just juggle, 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 strike. I usually do this with 2 teams going against each other at the same time. Obviously with numbers we can't do that. I thought you could go 2 and 2 side by side. So maybe that we had, one line here on this side going and then one line here on this side going, except for I just don't think we can yeah, I don't think it will work. Okay, this is really fun. Pisano, you can ask Pisano. It's fun. This was activity 2. Okay, so this activity 3, what we want to do is run, receive, dribble, shoot. And this is going to be kind of continuation. You're going to have to figure out how to release the people so you get the timing. But you want to go ahead and put a cone or something out here. I just have this remnants, but this is a cone which is out, close to the midline, however you can get without interfering with the different groups. But you're going to go ahead and take one and say, okay, one run. And so one is going to run, and as soon as they turn around this cone, I don't know why that disappears. There it is. One goes, and then two's going to play them a ball, hopefully an air ball. And so it's going to take a big strike from that person. Then they're going to go ahead and one is going to dribble. So we've done the run, receive, dribble portion. They get about to the 18-yard mark. Every goal is going to be different, and make sure that you have something over the backstop of all this stuff. But then we're going to take it and then shoot. Then G is going to go ahead and take this ball. One is probably going to be here. We probably have 4 waiting in the wings. So then G is going to go over here with the ball. And the timing is that 2 should have already gone off. And then we ping, dribble, dribble, dribble. Maybe 3 goes now. Dribble, dribble, shoot. And get a rotation going here. So then 4 takes the ball out. And then 1 jumps in. So on, ping the ball here to 3. And then we can continue on. Dribble, dribble, shoot. Like this. Okay? We want them to do this at speed. So they're not going to go through the motions. We want them going hard and fast. For the final activity, we will play 2-on-2. They're not supposed to get too close together, so we got to be careful. But the goalie's going to have the ball, and all they're going to do is play that ball out just outside the box. Whoever gets it first, that team is going to go 2-on-2 towards goal. And that's about it. And keep on repeating that. Switch the goalie in, rotate the goalie, and that's if they're just all-purpose, all-time goalie and they want to do that. Okay? So that's a wrap. 2-on-2 to goal. You're going to have to make sure that your areas are just going to be good enough so that the balls don't go flying all over the place. All right, that should be okay. That's our activities for Thursday. Thanks, guys.